Good morning and welcome to the new episode of Dr. Lamba's Awakening Call. Taliban, the word meaning student, has become an adjective, a sort of an abuse for its chicanery, bigotry, intolerance, narrow-minded attitudes, for its capability to inflict pain, agony, and injury to the people who don't believe in their credo. Long back I had written an article, Khalistanis and Taliban. I had called them Taliban. Yes, whether they are Khalistanis or whether they are Al-Qaeda or Taliban or the white supremacists, each of them has the same attribute of intolerance and also of sadism. It is sadism, getting pleasure of the pain of others and not permitting others to have their point of view or even extend it. And this is now becoming evident in India as well. India, which was and which has always been the heaven of different religions blooming, a garden of the different flowers, is now becoming into a desert where only sand would be there, but the flowers would not be there. And then people call it majoritarianism, which is absolutely incorrect because the majority of the people don't like it. It's a small minority, but a vocal minority, which is responsible for all this. Now imagine, the same poet Iqbal, who is revered, respected and loved for his great nationalistic poem, Sare Jahan Se Acha Ye Hindustan Hamara, that this India of ours is better than all the world, all the countries in the world, and is a prime example. And then it goes on to say, धर्म नहीं सिखाता आपस में बैर रखना, हिंदी है हम वतन है हिंदुस्तान हमारा. Religion doesn't teach us to be enemy of each other. We are Indians and India is our country. Good. But imagine in a school in UP, they started singing another great poem by him. And what happened? The headmaster and another teacher of them has been arrested. FIR has been filed that they are hurting the religious sentiments of the majority. The government machinery seems to take a cue from the power corridors and execute alacrity in power in favor of this so-called vegetarianism sentiment that such controversies erupt. Otherwise there is no reason absolutely. Now this song, which was being sung in the morning, is the latest victim of the ongoing, I'll call it a cultural war in these days. The two staff members of a government school in a town in UP, Bareilly, were suspended by the government and then an FIR filed against them for hurting religious sentiments. Now, what the FIR says is that a prayer song written by Iqbal was recited by the students in the school assembly, and it hurt the sentiments of Hindus. Imagine. And what is the song? The song was written in 1902, and it is Lab par aati hai dua, that the prayer comes on my lips and I said it. And then the last two lines are मेरे अल्लाह बुराई से बचाना मुझको. नेक जो रास्ता उसी राह पे चलाना मुझे. O God, save me from the evil and make me walk the road of nobility, of goodness. Protect me from the evil. Guide me to the path that leads to good. Know what's wrong with that? And because the word Allah is used, so it is hurt the religious sentiments. Can there be anything more stupid? That way, tomorrow, they can arrest a Granthi in a Gurdwara because he recited from Guru Granth, Aval Allah Noor Paya Kudrat Ke Sab Bande. So all the Gurdwaras are supposed to be closing down. Am I serious? But then that's what the deduction would be. That anybody who uses the name of Allah, though the name of Allah is being used as a request that Allah guide us on the path to goodness. And then the police takes action. The principal and the teacher are suspended, removed from the service. It's deeply disturbing. Then Gandhi's favorite hymn would also be banned. What's happening? It reveals a willful cultural ignorance and deepening social polarization. It would have a chilling effect. You are going to ban all poetry, you are going to ban all literature because the word Allah is there. What's happening in Afghanistan and Pakistan, is that not sufficient? But then if they had really heard the sentiments, I could have understood it. Yes, nobody is right what they're saying. But then this doesn't teach anything but good. So this was one aspect. Another one, forcing people, killing people who eat beef. Why? Who has appointed you that only the cows? Why don't you close down all the butcheries? And are you aware that all the butcheries in India, most of them at least, and especially two major export houses which export beef from India, are owned by Jains, a Hindu sect, which is highly supposed to be non-violent. Then came love jihad. Our girls are misguided. Okay, they are. That means they are mentally retarded. Isn't that ridiculous? Then comes another guy, Paramhans Acharya. Acharya is a teacher. And I heard him on the YouTube. Looks to be most a villain. He's supposed to be a seer. And seers are supposed to be extremely human. And then he says, I will burn Shah Rukh alive if I meet him. Why? Because of his acting in a movie called Pathan, Besharam Rang. And he is reportedly a saint from Tapasri Chhavni. And then not only did he say that I'll burn Shah Rukh, but he says I'll burn all the theatres which screen Pathan. He didn't stop at that. He went further to say that Pathan film was really a theatre. He would not only set on fire, but he also appealed to the people to boycott the movie. Okay, that's fine. And then he said that anybody, if I can't burn Shah Rukh, anybody who burns Shah Rukh would be helped in case a case is filed. Now, should this man not be arrested for uttering threats and spoiling the public order? But no, he's given the police protection. This is what is shocking. As I said, objecting to Allah means all the Gurdwaras, all the Sikhs who recite from Guru Granth are enemies. Apart from the Muslims, because Allah is there in at least 200 hymns which are included in Guru Granth. So each day Guru Granth is recited in any Gurdwara, and there must be thousands and thousands of them. Every village has a Gurdwara in Punjab. Every town has 4, 5, 6 Gurdwaras. Every locality has a Gurdwara. So all of them are houses of sedition. I don't know. But the whole thing is ridiculous, agonizing, and painful. And then they call it just these media people, majoritarianism. It's not majoritarianism. As I said, Hindus by and large are the most peaceful nation in the world. In Canada, I was giving a talk at a function organized by Hindu Society. It was Diwali function, and I gave them the figures that in Canada, Hindus constitute 1.3% of the population, but there is not a single conviction. There would be single, but not even 1% of the convictions. Sikhs has 1.6, convicts are 1.6, Muslims 1.6, convicts 1.6. So they convicts and population, they have the same ratio. But Hindus are the only community where there is no conviction. That shows their law-abidingness. So majority of Hindus and Hindu religion believes in the whole world as a family. Vaishnava Kutum. That the whole Vishwa, whole world is a family. So that religion is in fact being brought into disrepute. And when these things come up, that only shows that the majority is succumbing to the evil designs of a small minority. And that is extremely, extremely painful. This Acharya, who said he'll burn Shah Rukh life. I'm no fan of Shah Rukh. And honestly speaking, I saw this song. And it is stupid song, bordering on pornography. Yes. But the plea taken to burn because it violates Hindu religious tradition, that the heroine Deepika is wearing a saffron cloth. No, she's not. It's a yellow cloth. And even if it's saffron, the colors don't matter of the underwear. The whole thing smacks of lunacy run amok. And that is what's troubling. Whether it is banning this song by a great poet, where the request is to go on the path of righteousness, or threatening to burn somebody alive, is absolutely not only uncivilized, but it is in fact a journey back to the dark ages. In which way are you better than the Taliban, who stoned women to death? The love jihad which I read, post every day, they have a living connection and the girl is killed. She is killed because she's a Muslim. What nonsense. A girl commits a suicide and her boyfriend is arrested. Either the girls, you teach your girls not to fall in love. Or you think that your girls are mental retards that they cannot decide whom to follow. And then why do you blame the boy? Blame the girl, not the boy. And blame the parents of the girl that they did not educate her properly. But creating this sort of fear is nauseating. And it's in fact inhuman. It's anti-national. It's absolutely unacceptable. So that's why I say Taliban is an adjective now. And these self-appointed proponents and the same guardians of the religion are using their lung power to create mayhem. It is up to the government to arrest such acharyas who are calling for burning people, burning buildings. But would anybody be listening? Let's wait, watch and see which way the wind blows. At present the wind is blowing in a direction which is chilling. And that is a sad reflection on the country that is supposed to be a beacon of enlightened humanitarian attitudes. It's agonizing, it's painful, and it is dangerous. Think about it.